Now, I've used a number of images in this presentation. Those that I've found on Flickr.com are linked here. Again, there's a tutorial on how you can do the same thing, but thanks to Flickr, I was able to access some cool digital photographs without taking them myself. It's something that everybody should learn to do. So all of this is information I think is critical for you as a creator. And I don't know whether or not you license your own work with Creative Commons or whether you remix other people's work. The best thing to do is find out more. So there's links to creativecommons.org. There's a video that Tom might choose to share with you about the Flickr part of Creative Commons that touches on how you can give credit and attribute your sources. But you as a creator should think about how you share your work. It helps promote you, but also helps promote creativity in other people. We know it doesn't all come from just out of thin air. It comes from somewhere. So isn't it better that we start thinking about attributing that? As teachers, I know in my audience, we need to teach students about the importance of that, about giving credit for sources, whether it's an essay that they wrote or a piece of media that they created. It makes no difference. The idea of attributing your source is critical. I got nothing else to say. If you want to touch base with me about this, you can check out my blog. It's at thecleversheep.com. Feel free to drop a post, comment, or email me at thecleversheep@gmail.com. My little brother Tom there says, I'm sure you're all thirsty and want to talk more about this. So you go ahead and do that, and maybe we'll check in with you and catch up with you at another time. Take care.
All right, so that was Creative Commons. He has another piece of a video, but we're gonna skip it. We have 3 more people at least coming up to chat. One is Google Maps, which is really important. A photographer or a video maker or a painter would go, Google Maps? Like, what's Google Maps gonna do for me? It can do a lot for you. Yes?
What is his blog address?
Sorry, it's The Clever Sheep. THE cleversheep.com, and he's at thecleversheep@gmail.com.
Sorry, Creative Commons now, is that his thing, or is
Creative Commons is, no, Creative Commons is like a worldwide, web-wide thing. He's just, again, because of what they're involved in, my brothers in particular, they're on top of all this stuff. They're the ones who tell me, and that's just something like me. I post videos to YouTube all the time, and they're like up for grabs now. I can go back to those videos and I can change my information. I can add a license to it, videos of people here or of myself, and you can do the same thing. If you have a Flickr page, which I have, it's a non-pro page, which is useless. I have to get a pro account at Flickr so I can have more than 200 photos showing at any time. And then I need to start giving some licensing. Now, again, I don't know if you got that, but the licensing sets you aside from somebody who wants to use other media from other creative types. When they're searching on Flickr for some photos or searching blip.tv for video, they're looking for stuff they can use. And if you don't put a license on it, they skip you. And you might be totally happy with someone using a part of your work, whatever that might be, and giving you credit for it. And they're skipping you if you don't have that licensing on it. It's you stand out. Like you said, there's 1 billion photos on Flickr right now, but 100 million of them, 10%, are licensed. Like, so if you've got photos of an eagle or Fender or whatever you tag them as, and you want people to find them and use them, that's how it happens. The people who are going to reuse those photos on their blogs or whatever else to drive traffic to you, to drive interest to you and your photographs or your writing or your music. It's important stuff. And again, it's all free. Like, I wouldn't have this for artists if I thought it cost money, because I know better. But free. Any other questions about that right now? I don't have Rod at my fingertips. He's got another meeting. Maybe a very quick break. Again, I don't want to keep you guys here very long. It's Blogger, some Facebook application stuff, and he's just gonna wrap it all together, and it'll be great. So I think we'll get to that right now. Lama's gonna come up right now and talk about some specific YouTube stuff. I was particularly interested in what she had to share because she has done reading. She has used YouTube to share her writing. And these are the kinds of ways artists need to think. I'm a writer, I can't use YouTube. Bullshit. Of course you can. I don't care what you do. If you're creative enough, you can figure out a way to use the tools, particularly if they're free and engaging. Sky's the limit. So I think she's ready back there. You ready, Lana? So again, I'll get behind the bar now because she's going to be ready to go. I just need to make sure she's set up and has video. Has a... Yes. So do you need to be able to get online? If you can. Let me turn that down.
Sorry.
Actually, yeah, you just... Yeah, check it again. It might be really loud. So briefly before she starts, this is the kind of thing, there's way too much to absorb. It is, again, this stuff exists, people, you've got some websites, hopefully you wrote some down and you can go check them out. I might start doing mini workshops, not on the screen, where people sit around a table every 2 weeks and we can discuss particular things, and maybe people in the group can help other people in that group get their work to the people they want to get it to. So that could...
I'm gonna put all these videos, teaching tech to creatives, just type that in.
So Chris is going to post this content on the web. We have blogs. You could look it up if you looked up teaching tech to the creative class or any connection, any of those words in Google. Point being, this is not going to cut it. If you come to a meeting like this, like once every 2 weeks, wherever it happens to be, on one of my days off, I can...
Hi everyone, my name is Lemma, and I'm going to teach you about YouTube. So I think that mostly everyone pretty much has used YouTube before and kind of knows how to use it, but I'm going to go over uploading videos and some of the tools that you can use once you've started to upload your videos on there. So I have my cue cards here, and I'm going to read from them a little bit. So YouTube can be used to advance your music, your art, your poetry, your whack job political views, or whatever it is that you want to put out into the world. So you'll go on YouTube and you'll find people of every color doing their thing. So the key is the right presentation in order to find your audience, because they're out there. You just have to find them. So though there are some YouTube users, mainly 14-year-old boys, I found that that like to post some negative things on comments and things like that on your video, that most people are kind and nice and are genuinely interested in what you have to put on. So